three-man trio from Texas down to just one member now. Is Frank Beard, the drummer, ironically didn't have a beard, of the legendary rock band that really made MTV, passes away, and with it a bit of my youth also passes away, if you're a member of Gen X, because they were like cool and hip and cutting edge, and you would watch it, and the videos were amazing, and you begged your parents to get MTV, and that was one of the videos that you begged your parents, I've got to get MTV, I've got to see these things. And ZZ Top was right amongst the best of those early MTV Gen X videos. So we're talking about him this morning on News Radio WRVA. Go to facebook.com/News Radio WRVA. Got a poll question up. Herrera asks, and today's question is, your favorite all-time Gen X MTV video. Facebook.com/News Radio WRVA. Or you can send us a text message, 833-804-1140, 833-804-1140 on the James River Air text line. Now, ZZ Top, the trio, Dave, you saw them, right? I never saw them.
Yeah, I saw them twice.
Really? Incredible?
I saw them headline at like an amphitheater, and then I saw them open for Guns N' Roses.
Wow. Must have been pretty cool.
Yeah, both times they were really good. They played all the songs that you would expect them to play.
One of my favorite ZZ Top was LaGrange.
Yeah, that's a good song too.
I like it. That's just a great mood song for me.
And you know what that's about?
A brothel in Texas.
Best with the best little whorehouse in Texas.
You can't say that. Kids are in the car this morning. They're on their way to work.
It was a play.
I'm just saying.
It was a musical.
I get enough trouble as it is. Don't do more.
They made it into a musical.
I had another friend of mine tell me I'm never going to talk to you again.
Because you were talking about whorehouses?
Stop saying that word. No, I got another friend of mine said our friendship is over because she found out that I'm doing conservative radio.
Oh, well. Good riddance.
No, I like that person. They live down in Florida, and they just said, we're done. I can't believe that. So whatever. They're not listening to me anyway. 833-804-1140, 833-804-1140 on the James River Air text line. Dave, it was an interesting band, the trio. Three members, of course. The one without the beard was named Frank Beard, and he actually talked on a documentary about why the other two had beards and where they came from.
I had a beard, but it wasn't near the beard they had. And so I shaved it pretty much right after we got back together when I saw that they had this much and I didn't have, I had this much.
Frank didn't mind being beardless. After all, he had the name, and he could go to the shopping mall without being interrupted.
He wouldn't go to the mall with me or anything. He just went, I'm not going out in public with you because you get recognized now.
That's amazing. So the band had taken a sabbatical for 3 years. Somebody went to Mexico, somebody went to Paris. They all just kind of disappeared, did their own thing, came back. When they came back, the two frontmen, the guitarist, had these beards down to their belly. So Frank Beard's the one without the beard, ironically. Now, here's the best story, Super Dave. Here's the best story. They were the pioneers of MTV. But did you realize they weren't really sure what MTV was when it started? Take a listen.
Laying in bed one night, flipping TV channels, and I saw this music thing. They showed a music clip and then another one. And about an hour later, I called Dusty and said, hey, man, there's this special on TV. It's all about music. You need to watch it.
Frank called me. Then I tuned in, and then I called Billy.
He said, it's on this weird channel. And after about 4 hours, we called. I said, hey, Frank, when does this come to a conclusion? We've been watching 4 hours, and it keeps going.
About 4 in the morning, we were like, damn, how long is this thing?
That discovery of MTV is what brought the notion of putting 3 guys in front of a camera.
Could you imagine that? Listen, did you hear the word that he used, Super Dave? Did you notice that?
What?
They had this music clip.
Yeah,
not a video. Yeah. Nobody knew what videos were.
They were called like promotional clips or something like
The
that.
first ever one that they gave credit for was the Beatles had recorded some music on tape and on video, and they had played it, I think, during the Ed Sullivan Show. That's what they credit as the first music video. And like you said, the music videos before were promotional things that they would do, but nobody thought, oh, let's just play them on a loop 24 hours a day. And by the way, MTV, why don't you play videos anymore? Am I asking for too much? MTV doesn't show videos anymore, Dave.
Although they do have the Video Music Awards every year,
Oh.
which are coming up at the end of September.
By the way, okay, can I share this with you real quick? Okay. Here's the MTV Music Awards. Guess who has the most nominations?
No, it's Madonna.
How? Why?
Yeah, no, I haven't heard a Madonna song in 20 years.
I mean, you might as well have me run for prom king 40 years later.
I think number 2, I think, is Taylor Swift, which makes sense.
Okay, I could go T-Swizzle, but here's what they have over there. It's Ariana Grande, and she took a step away from music. Bruno Mars,
Those
Madonna,
I can
Sabrina
understand
Carpenter,
those.
and Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I don't know how Madonna. I guess it's all Gen Xers that are nominating everybody. Oh well, we haven't nominated Madonna in 30 years.
Oh, let's do Madonna, Material Girl. But you know, when you have somebody like, and now there's one member left. Billy Gibbons is still alive of ZZ Top, right?
Yeah, he's still alive.
But it's a part of your childhood. You remember the first time that you got cable TV, and it was either predicated upon your dad wanted ESPN or you wanted MTV, or maybe it was your little sister who begged and, Daddy, can I please have MTV?
Well, and the first time I saw ZZ Top live, when they would play Legs or Sharp Dressed Man or whatever, they had big TVs on the stage that would play the videos.
Yeah,
which was cool.
Well, and remember, the song that they played all the time was Dire Straits, I Want My MTV.
Yeah.
Which was a call, but you remember everybody screaming, and that was the original thing about MTV. Everybody would scream, I want my MTV.
Yeah.
That was the original hook, and then you heard kids screaming, I want my MTV.
And it's a basically an anti-music song, anti-video song.
Right. I want my MTV. Do you remember when you had the box on top of your television? Did you have the AB switch?
No.
Okay, I'm older than you. So when we got the original box, it had an AB switch on it. So if you put it on A.
So yeah, with cable on one side, regular TV on the other?
Well, cable on one side, on the B switch, but on the A switch is how you got your local channels.
Right.
So you'd push it back. A was your antenna. B was cable TV.
No, we never had that.
And I remember I would wake up. I wanted to watch football so badly. I woke up early before I would go to lift during football season. We'd go lift in the morning before class. And I remember I would get up at like 3 a.m, like I do now, and I'd watch Canadian Football League. I'd watch CFL football, the Edmonton Eskimos taking on the Montreal Alouettes, because that's all ESPN had at the time was CFL football. Oh, by the way, speaking of that, I was going to talk about that on the program, so I'm glad we're going to segue. The founder of ESPN just passed away. Did you see
he was
that?
95 or something.
Rasmussen. He started it up in Hartford, Connecticut, not far from where my wife's family's from. My father-in-law told the story. I don't know if you know this. When he started ESPN, he wasn't looking to go national. He wanted to have a regional sports network, right?
Yeah.
And they said, okay, how much is it to put it up on the satellite so people in Hartford and people in Springfield and people in Connecticut and Massachusetts can get my cable television, my television network? They go, it's the same cost of whether you put it up for those on the satellite or everybody around the country. So it's up to you. And he goes, well, it's not going to cost me anything to have the shows in California. Go ahead and put it up. And that's how ESPN went from just wanting to have a couple TV stations a couple markets be able to watch whatever he was putting up there, to the entire country getting ESPN, and just by happenstance, because it was the same price to put it up on the Bird.
And what I learned yesterday is that he had just been fired from like the Hartford Whalers.
Yeah,
he was promotions or something. for the Hartford Whalers, and he just loves sports, and he had to take care of his family, and he just decided, hey, wouldn't it be cool if we had a 24-hour sports channel?
I went to the campus once. I interviewed for a job. I didn't get it. They said they didn't want to hire me because I was from Sunshine States, and they said when we bring in people, no matter what they say, oh, I just want to work here. I just want to work here. They say that you roll in and you cannot make it through a Connecticut winter. So if you're from California, Arizona, Florida, they all bail after the first winter. I'm like, no. And so they said, no, we'll shy away from you. And
1 minute.
But I went on the camp. The campus is amazing.
Yeah, I've heard it. I've never been there, but I've heard it's pretty amazing.
But the most amazing place is in Bristol, Connecticut, is the Residence Inn.
The Residence Inn?
Next to the ESPN campus, because all those analysts don't live there.
Oh, okay,
so they fly in.
Right.
So when Lou Holtz was there, he'd fly in. Barry Melrose would fly in. They do their shows. They fly home. Well, that's the hotel that they would all stay at.
Well, and the reason it was at Bristol is because Rasmussen lived right near there.
Because that's where he lived.
That's where he lived. And he built the campus right near his house.
It's like 45 minutes from my father-in-law's house. And so when I went, I got stuck there for 3 days in the snow. So I go down and eat breakfast, the free oatmeal at the Residence Inn. And there's Barry Melrose. There's all these coaches, all these people. They're just sitting down there eating their breakfast before the van takes them over to the campus. They come back and they'd eat dinner, and that's where they lived during the season. So if you ever wanted to see one of those big stars from ESPN, they were living in the Residence Inn.
Did you talk to Barry Melrose?
Because I worked in Los Angeles, so yeah.
Yeah, I met him when I was covering the Stanley Cup Finals. He was very nice.
Very, very, very. He would come on the radio with us all the time. I don't want to name drop because then I feel like I'm big leaguing you.
Oh, well, when it comes to Barry Melrose, I always thought Barry was great.
So. Yeah, no, Barry was great. All right. What is the best MTV video of all time? Best MTV video of all time, in your opinion, as a Gen Xer, what is it? And I've got more coming up. A lot of people saying Hot for Teacher, Dave, or any video by the Talking Heads.
Talking Heads had some weird stuff.
They did. So chime in right now, 833-804-1140, Facebook.com/News Radio WRVA. By the way, start liking and following us over there if you will as well. All right, today's program is brought to you in part by GreerFinancialGroup.com. Michael Greer. So